Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. At least the sun is coming out today. I'm very happy to see that. I was gonna go outside and then I rerouted, so I guess I don't need those. We got a different setup today, kids. We got a ring light. See how that works. It's blinding. All right. Sitting on the remote. All right, there we go. Come on in, friends. Come on in. Let's see how this works today. Welcome to the morning message. Y'all know I gotta have all my lip stuff together, and I don't apparently, so. And why? We'll never know. I do this program Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern. Monday through Friday. And I still don't be having my lip balm together. But I welcome y'all still nonetheless. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the morning message. I don't think I prefer this setup though. And I can't find my other phone stand. I don't know why. It's right here in this bag here. How y'all doing today? I'm kind of letting people trickle in, linger in, because I started a little bit late today. But I'm here. Look, see, that's so much better. So much better light over here. Booyah. Now y'all can see me and I can see you. Yeah. Oh, my name. Hi. Allah-mi Basheer is my name. I'm an intuitive life coach. And as I mentioned, each weekday morning at least, I chime in here on YouTube to share a live intuitive channeled message. I am an intuitive coach by nature, specializing in human design and self-mastery, intuitive self-mastery, teaching people how to reconnect with their own truth inside themselves and their soul. Let's see. It's a lot going on, you guys. I can't wait to get into this conversation. I'm trying to kind of pace myself. And good morning. Hi, Camilla. Hi, Sonia Kirk. How'd I do? But yeah. Intuitive messages. Go to begreateveryday.com if you want to learn more about me. Okay, it's also in the show notes. begreateveryday.com. All right, so boom. We're not going to piss around no more time. Each morning I sit for the subject. I sit with the subject of today to see what I'm supposed to talk about. And it didn't take me but 5 seconds to get there. And the words that literally came to mind, just as I expressed it, is lock the fuck in. Okay? You want to get right to the message today? Here we go. Lock the fuck in. Okay? Those of you who are new here, I welcome you. All of my returning folks, hey. But listen, we're not even going to piss around no more today. It was a very clear directive message, lock the fuck in. Okay? I don't know what you're working on, what you want to work on, what's right before you to create, direct, produce, manifest, but it's I feel like I'm supposed to be sharing today's collective message more like how I do a one-on-one channeled reading. It's damn all these stories and all this extra shit, no more delays. Lock the fuck in, okay? Whew. So I don't know what's happening for you and what those words mean, how they matter in your life. However, for me, it feels like the fulfillment of a promise. Okay. It's like having asked so much, so often to the universe, God, having connected with my higher self and power, asking for things, and many times demanding certain things happen or play out. It's been a season of longing for years, okay? And I feel like this is true for some of you. It's like, well, some of you, of course, but it's like wanting something so bad and having wanted it for so long. And for some of you, these are things like what some of us might consider a more mundane things. Like you always wanted a certain car, or you always wanted a certain handbag or pair of shoes. It's like mundane things like that, to some bigger goals, like, you always wanted to have a certain kind of relationship, or you always wanted to live in a certain place. It's bigger things like that. Whew. But it doesn't matter what your thing is, how big or small. Oh, thank you, Ayush. Thank you so much. Shout out to April as well. All my new subscribers. There's quite a few of you, and I love that. Let's rock out. But stay focused. For real. Literally. Stay focused, okay? It's like, for whatever things that you've been wanting for a long time, it's like, as we say, shit or get off the pot. It's like, go time. Make it happen. Do the thing, okay? It's lock the fuck in, okay? So if that means something like saving money, okay, that's what you have to lock in on, okay? If that's like the next step for you is to do some research or to make an appointment or have a meeting or whatever the thing is that moves you forward, it is time to what, kids? Lock the fuck in, okay? So it's a lot of energy around what feels to be revenue generating exercises. I don't know why they give me the word exercise. Revenue generating exercises, okay? So I have no idea what that means for you all, okay? For some of you, I'm hearing that it's about selling furniture. That's very specific, okay? For some of you, it's about selling plants, okay? That's very specific. For some of you, it may be about selling books, okay? These are all very, lifestyle-oriented tasks, but it's a lot of action around making money, okay, that goes toward a particular ambition. It's lock in. This lock-in energy also feels like it's timeline driven. So it's like by the end of the year, you want to have done so much of something or saved so much money or, contributed so much to whatever you're doing. It's like to have some measurable goals by at the end of the year that you can look back and see how well you progressed. It's not even about pressuring yourself to meet the goal at the end of the year. It's got to be at the end of the year. But it is about setting a milestone as a marker, okay? So I'm hearing milestone as a marker. It's basically something to shoot for, okay? It's like to just say, oh, I need to save money is one thing. To say I need to save $1,000 by December is another, okay? So it's a lot of energy around really, I'm hearing parceling out your resources. I'm going to use this for that, that for this. It's like being very strategic, okay? This lock-in is not just like, wrangle a problem or wrangle a goal to the ground, wrestle it to the ground. But it's like, being strategic with your time, with your energy, with your resources, with your relationships, okay? It's like being serious about some shit, honestly. It's what it feels like. It's like being serious about it. We have things that we want and we want them for a long time. And it's like, yeah, that'd be so fun. That'd be so cool. Maybe one day. And it's like, instead of saying maybe one day, it's like, no, I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know who's going to help me do it, but I'm going to do this. Okay. So So for many of you, locking in is just a mentality. It's just a determination. Okay. It's a commitment. Okay. It's a commitment. Heavy on that. Okay. It is a commitment. And it's a commitment that you make with confidence. It's like, it's not saying, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to see what happens. It's like, no, it's like, I'm going to do it and something good is going to happen. Okay. It's a very assertive kind of driven energy that I'm picking up right now. Okay. Lock in. Okay. For some of you, it's about studying. Some of you are interested in becoming herbalists and agriculturalists, wanting to learn how to grow your own food and grow plants as medicine and all these kinds of things. It's like, well, take the course or the workshop, work with the mentor, ask the neighbor. It's given, do the work, lock in, okay? Whew. Some of you want to learn how to be more survivalist. Okay, learning how to self-support in the midst of an economic or social shutdown. It's like, well, learn the things, go to the farm, talk to the farmers, watch the YouTube videos. Okay, it's do the things, heavy on the do the things. Okay. And quite honestly, it's about not making excuses for why you haven't or why you shouldn't or why you can't do the things. It's when I say go time, people, I know some people don't really connect with the sense of urgency that I feel, okay? And so many of us light workers feel around the state of the world, okay? It is go time, okay? If you ever wanted to learn how to grow food and plants as medicine, it's like there is no better time than now. Like, what are you waiting for? If you wait too long, then you're gonna miss your window. Okay, it's like you missed the opportunity of learning ahead of time to where you say in retrospect, damn, I knew I should have. Okay, so it's like it is go time, kids. It is time to learn the things, to do the things, to lean into the fears and do what you say you want to do. Okay, or be who you say you want to be. All right. For some of you, it is about entrepreneurship and business ventures is what I'm saying. It's like if you ever wanted to start the business or be the consultant or make the widget or whatever the thing is, it's like, do it, okay? Do it. Something very particular, I'm getting something around like a dentist or dental hygiene, someone who maybe wants to be a dental hygienist or has thought about it. And it's like, I'm not sure. It's like, do it, okay? That's very specific. All right, we getting specific. All right. Yeah. Yeah, and it's like as soon as you commit to the thing, it's heavy on the commitment. Okay, that's what we mean by lock in, right? It's like make the commitment. But I'm getting like as soon as you all make the commitment, we all, myself included, but that's what they're telling me, you all, as soon as you all make the commitment, okay, you're really gonna get to where you want to be fast, and you're gonna be able to sit down and relax. Is what I'm hearing. Okay, it's like you may feel like, oh, it's a lot of work. I don't want to be doing all this or that or da 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 da. You may be projecting how much harder or how much longer it's gonna take or what all you got to do. It's all projection. Okay, it's like, but if you just commit, take the next step and the next step and the next step, you're gonna get there before you know it, and then you're gonna be able to sit down and relax. Okay, not worry about it. It's a lot of like, do the work, be diligent, and then sit down and relax. Okay, I resonate with that because, I just want to do the things and then just chill out. That's what I want to do. I want to do all these workshops and programs and put all these things in the world that people can use to self-support, and then I want to fucking sit down and enjoy my fucking life some more, okay? But in the meantime, it's like I have work to do, okay? And so many of you have work to do, okay? And it's not just physical work, it's identity shifting work. It's like working on your relationship with yourself. It's working on how you respect what you do or what you know or what you have. It's like It's really like some work around honoring yourself, shadow work, self-love work, self-affirmation work. Okay. For some of you, it's really about locking in on that. It's about locking in on your nutrition, as an example, also. Drinking your water, eating your vegetables, dark leafy greens, okay? Cutting back sugars and desserts and bullshit, okay? Eating healthy snacks, meal prepping and planning, intentional grocery shopping with a list, in fact. It's lock in. It's like, it's not just this identity shifting energy is not just saying like, I need to eat healthier and, I'm going to start buying fruits and vegetables. It's an energy of like, no, I need to do the mindset work that allows me to make those choices and sustain those choices. It's not just taking the action of going to the grocery store with the list. It's like this lock-in energy feels like it's more there's a self-motivated mentality. Okay. It's not, I want to eat right so that I don't have health problems or so I'm not overweight. It's like eat right because I deserve to feel good. Okay. It's like locking in on this mentality of self-love, intentional living. It's like for some of you, it really is about just being more conscious in your decisions you make for your life, like choosing what you want on purpose, not taking any excuses from yourself as to why you are not living a top tier life. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Top tier life. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. Lock in is an energy of taking responsibility for yourself. Okay. And holding yourself, of course, accountable. Locking in is like, okay. So they're giving me like, thank you. Okay, so it's like they're giving me like lock in is how do I say? Sorry, I got shit going on. I'm distracted. I'm trying to ground. Oh, locking in is like focusing inward, practicing quiet time, silence and stillness, self-reflection, introspection. Okay. For so many of you, locking in is about hermiting, creating time and space away so that you can really focus inward. What's up, Tanya? So you can focus inward and really get clear. Okay. It's a lot of energy around clarity, locking in for clarity, sitting down, sorting through the things, deciding with specifics what you want, how you want it. Okay. Woo, it's giving like command center vibes, like locking in, like let me just spread out on the table everything I'm trying to do and strategize, like war rooming. Okay. Woo, okay. Okay. All right. So I shuffled these cards. I'm not quite sure when this one popped out, but it's sitting here in my face. So I'm going to read it. because I pushed the button. My bad. Okay, I did. Thank you, Crystal. I don't know what I just said. I don't know what the last thing you just heard. I don't know. Oh, the card. That's how I hit the mute button. Because I did that. And then I did this. Gratitude again. I was talking about thankfulness and appreciation, and shifting the mindset, how gratitude helps to shift the mindset away from, doubt and fear and insecurity, worry, all those kinds of things. And it recalibrates us to identify what is valuable, what is important. Okay. This energy of gratitude again. It is about shifting the mindset and shifting the focus. Okay, it's a lot of energy around. Well, lock in, right? Shift the focus, lock in. So, being grateful. Okay, during this season, any season, shit. I feel like this is kind of a silly message because every day we should be grateful, right? It's not about all of a sudden I need to focus on being grateful. It's like that should be a lifestyle hack. Okay, not just a practice. It's a hack to be grateful, to shift your mind to the place of gratitude and thankfulness and appreciation for things in your life. Okay. Whew. Okay. It's a lot of energy around that, by the way. Okay. Some of you really need to, what they're describing as reinvent yourself. Okay. So if you're that person that's always doubtful and always talking about the worst case scenario and what's void or vacant in an equation, what you can't do, what's not going to work, if that's you, it's like it's time to redefine yourself. And I'm hearing redescribe yourself. Okay. It's like you're not the eternal pessimist, you're the eternal optimist. It's like, for every bad situation, there's always a good opportunity hidden in it. It's that kind of energy. Okay. It's like no matter what's going on, there's always something to be grateful for. Okay. And this feels like not just a habit, something just to do on the surface, because that's what good people, quote unquote, do, is find gratitude in life. I'm hearing life hack. This is a life hack. Okay. This is about shifting your mindset. This is about shifting your identity as not just someone who expresses gratitude, but someone who is grateful. Okay. Those are two different things. Certain people just express gratitude. Yeah, it's like when you be praying, Lord, I thank you for this. I thank you for that. Da, da, da. It's not really like an embodied feeling. Okay. It's a lot of energy around gratitude being an embodied feeling. Okay. I'm not just someone who expresses appreciation. I am someone who feels grateful. Okay. Whew. Okay. And I just keep hearing lock in. I just keep hearing that on repeat. It's just lock in, lock the fuck in. It's like, it's giving that boxer mentality. It's like hyping you up. Okay. Whew. Okay. So, I don't know why I hesitate to say this. This is actually good news for all of us, for myself, for you, and anybody else that's listening on the replay. It's like this is a good time to be alive, okay? It's like it's a good time to be alive because it's a lot easier for us to manifest the things that we want in this time, okay? It's a lot easier. We have less barriers to entry, okay? It's like the energy, the veil, as they say, is thin. I mean, between as above, so below. It's like the veil between physical and non-physical is getting thinner and thinner every day, okay? We see it with artificial intelligence, okay? Whew. It's like this bridge between the physical material world and the spiritual non-material world is very, very thin. So whatever you speak, okay, it better be what you seek, because whatever you speak is what you're going to get, okay? As they say, speak life. That has never been more true ever before in the history of time than it is right now. Speak life. It's like manifestation is happening. Whatever you say is what you're going to see, okay? Whatever you say is what you're going to see. Whatever you say is what you're going to see. So it's like be mindful and intentional about what it is that you are asking for, okay? This energy of lock in is really not just about focusing on one thing. It's about focusing on a big part of yourself all at once is what it feels like. Like lock in is like determining what you want in your ecosystem, who you want there, what you want to be doing, where you want to be going or not. You know, it's like really, like I said earlier, command center. It's a holistic mindset. It's not just one goal or one thing. It's like be all that you want to be, do all that you want to do, and shit. I'm hearing quit fucking around. Okay, it's given that. It's like the universe is prepared to support you. It's prepared to push you out into the marketplace. It's prepared to send clients to you or opportunities to you. Like all of it is here. Okay, but it's just waiting for you to make the commitment to it. Ashe. Okay. Ashe. Okay. It's this gratitude again is about like, it feels like fortune telling. Okay. Again, as in it's yet to come, but it shall come again. Okay. You may not know how the blessings that are going to come in the future, but you know you got blessings that came in before. Okay. It's going to come in again. Okay. It's a lot of energy around that, the again part. Okay. You've been blessed. You've manifested before. You've seen the fruits of your labor. It's going to happen again. Okay. It's moving with confidence. Okay. Locking in says, I know I can make this shit, this big shit, whatever this is in my life, happen. Okay. I know I can create the life I want. I can. Okay. It's a mindset first. It's a mind, guys. It's a fucking mindset first, okay? It's like you gotta believe in yourself first before you're going to achieve the things or the experiences that you want. You have got to believe, y'all. You gotta believe. Hey, I'm just saying, it's gotta convict you. The desires of your heart have to convict you like, yes, I want this. I deserve this. I can do this. Okay. You see that? It's like your mindset is getting online, your habits or your choices, your expectations of yourself. Everything starts logging on when you start acting like that, moving like that, speaking like that. Okay. It's like instead of moving according to your fears, move according to your values. Okay. So many of you are moving in right in step with your fears. I'm going to do this because I'm afraid that might happen. Okay. As opposed to I'm going to do this because I know it's possible for this to happen. Those are two different pathways. You know, saving for a rainy day is a thing, okay? And it also has an embodied fear that one day I may not have enough, okay? But then we start looking at our value system. Our value system says, yes, everybody deserves this, or I deserve that, or whatever it is that feels incongruent with that fear. When you start shifting towards your value system, you have a whole different set of priorities than what comes up when you're operating out of fear. Okay. Woo! Allah-mi means likeness of God in Arabic. Hello, Zoro here. Woo, y'all. You see my vibe got higher, the energy start coming in, more hype. Okay, and it feels like that. It's like lock in because you're going to be successful. Okay, it's not lock in and see what happens. It's lock in and declaring that the victory shall be yours. Come on. It's locking in with purpose in mind. You know, you got results and outcomes that you want to generate. Lock in so that you can help co-create that shit. Okay. Oh, yeah, Crystal, thank you. I guess that's important to say too. That is mi nombre. That's mi nombre. Ayami in español. All right. If y'all enjoying the message, go ahead and click the like on the video. It don't cost you nothing to support the video. I appreciate you. Oh shit. Okay, I'll keep that one and this one that fell on the floor and all the rest of these back. Okay, look, come on, the fuck, look. Inflow with money. Didn't I say y'all gonna win? When you lock the I feel like I gotta talk through my teeth. When you lock the fuck in, ladies and gents, real time. When you make the commitment to what you say you want, even if you don't know how and all the details of what you're doing for real, when you just make the commitment to say, yes, I'm going to go for the thing, I'm going to go to the thing, I'm going to allow the thing in, or I'm not going to go do this. You know, it's like when you declare what it is that I'm hearing declare and decree. When you declare and decree what it is that you want, what you want your life to look like with intention, it's like, man, say less, okay? Inflow with money. Inflow. It's like, and I like this feeling, by the way, okay? So they're telling me, it's like when y'all lock in, the money's gonna come in, okay? That tells me, energetically, that tells me that you all have high vibrational visions, okay? It's not like no stupid stuff that y'all want. Stupid is relative, right? Okay. That's what there's no stupid stuff, okay? It's like high vibrational desires, you know, like, and I have some myself. I have big picture shit, again, big picture shit. But it's given me the feeling that you all have big picture things too, like high vibrational desires, as in not just to get rich, you know, get fat and die. It's like, I want to get wealthy so I can create schools, or so that I can feed the homeless, or, you know, it's like, I want to, you know, start a new organization that serves this person or that thing or that mission, you know. Like, y'all want big shit, and I like that, okay? It's like, even if you want just a for-profit business, you want, you know, your own consulting agency, it's like you still want it for good reason, because you want to help people, okay? So I love that. That feels good. What's up, Essence? That feels good. Like, I feel, and I love that, y'all. I love that this audience is cultivating people that want to actually create impact on other people. Like, that's my dream come true, and it's an embodied feeling because I'm channeling this message. But it feels like that. It's like the things that you guys want are value added things to society and to humanity, and so you're going to be rewarded for it, okay? Inflow with money. But step one, lock the fuck in, okay? Step one. Literally, step one, I'm going to do it. Okay. Look, you did it. Step one. Just say you're going to do it. You don't even have to know how. You don't have to like start planning out no kind of itinerary. It's just make the commitment, and I trust you. That opens up the fucking floodgate. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, it's fact. Okay. I have an inside story. I'll share that probably another day, but woo, the convictions be so real. So inflow with money gives me good vibes. Okay, not just that you have good ideas, but they are lucrative ideas. They are prosperous ideas. They are ideas that are going to bring in abundance, stability. I'm hearing credibility. Okay. Yeah, and it's sustainable. Okay. So if that was any motivation that you need to know, that just like, what would you do if you were guaranteed success, right? That's a journal prompt for today. Somebody want to put it in the chat? What would you do if you were guaranteed success? Okay. What kind of life goals would you pursue? Okay. What kind of ambitions would you pursue if you knew that you were guaranteed to be successful? And then whatever your answer is, do that. Okay? Next card says sacred mirrors. What'd I say? As above, so below. It's the same vibes, okay? It's like what you see is what you get, okay? Need you to hear that. What you see in your mind's eye is what you get. It's not what you see outside in your external world and environment. What you can see, what you can conceive in your mind's eye is what you get. So they say you gotta see it to believe it. But you really gotta believe it to see it. Okay? What you see is what you get. It's a lot of energy around locking in on visualization, meditation, and manifestation. Write those 3 words down. Visualization, meditation, and manifestation. Visualization, meditation, manifestation. Like this is why people create vision boards as an example. Okay, because you want an external object to be able to focus your attention on and meditate on it so that you can bring it into fruition. Okay. Meditation is not planning. It is sheer focus. Okay, that's all meditation is focus. Okay, and I want to show you this card again because they're showing it to me. You see, it almost looks like a bullet hole. It's not a bullet hole, though. It's some other kind of sphere. But it looks like, do this, okay, and it's going to unlock the money. It's a portal, in fact. It's a focal point. It's a portal. Do the commitment work. You are already going to be in alignment to bring in the financial reward, okay? But you got to make the commitment with confidence, okay? Got to make the commitment with confidence. Got to reinvent yourself for many of you, because making these kind of declarations without knowing how is not typically something many of you have felt comfortable with. If you don't know how you're going to get something done, you struggle with saying that you will, okay? But this commitment with confidence is like, yeah, I can do this. I don't have to know how, okay? And it's like, and you make those kind of declarative statements and you embody it, you literally, when you embody it, now you become a more confident person, literally. It's like when you say, yes, I'm going to do it. That's all you said. It's like now you have poured a little confidence into your cup. And now as you are moving with confidence, the universe can also meet you with confidence. The Sacred Mirrors card is, again, as above, so below. So whatever you think is what shall beeth, okay? Whew. And whatever you're seeing is what you're saying, okay? Whatever you're seeing is what you're saying. They be giving me these one-liners like crazy. Okay. Thank you, Vicky Lee. Yeah, okay, Sacred Mirrors. Man, we don't realize how much power we have, you guys. And I know that there's been a lot of entities that do a really good job of making sure we don't know that. Okay. We are all walking around here as little magicians, able to, like this, create outcomes, experiences, circumstances, and results that we just ordinarily, with our thinking mind, wouldn't believe to be possible. We all have that kind of energy. Okay. Whew. This lock-in energy really is about grounding, centering, going inside yourself, sitting with yourself. Again, it's focusing inward, tapping inward, okay? It's like when you tap inward and you can create in your mind's eye a vision, literally, a vision of what you want, you're going to be able to see it in the world, okay? And I'm hearing see it through into the world, to see it through into the world. Okay. And they're reminding me of gratitude again, and you will have done it again. Okay. This is not new news for so many of you. Okay. This is not new news. You know, when you stop thinking about what you're afraid of and what you can't do and all the things, that when you redirect your attention, you're able to make shit happen. Okay. And this is not new news. This is about that shift in identity that I'm talking about. It's like going from fear to faith, okay? Whew. And I know so many of you have a hard time with that faith word and that whole concept of moving without knowing, okay? But they're giving me another example to give you. It's like, don't move from fear to faith, okay? Move from fear into your values. Live according to your values. Live your values, okay? If you don't hear nothing else from this call, it's like lock in, live your values. You value health, okay? Act like it. Value relationship and healthy partnership, act like it. Okay, don't just talk about it, be about it. Okay, you can't say you value healthy relationship and then be in an unhealthy and toxic relationship. Okay, but you might stay in an unhealthy and toxic relationship out of fear. Okay, live your values. You believe in personal freedom, but yet you're constantly, feeling insecure about your partner. Okay, live your values. Okay. Whew. You value appreciation and gratitude for the divine, but yet you're constantly complaining and fearful. Okay? Live your values. Sorry, I'm just shuffling the fuck out of these cards. I'm trying to feel for it. There's one more in here. Oh, there we go. Okay. I love this deck. I love these cards. I love this particular card. Make a mission statement for your soul. Lock the fuck in. Okay? I'm sorry, I have to keep saying that. So, a mission statement for your soul. That's not intense. You're like, at a soul level, what do I want, Lord? Yeah, make that list. At a soul level, what do you really want? Lock the fuck in on what do you really, really want. Okay. I've been spending a lot of time with that question in particular for a long time, for the last couple months. I've been really like the whole start of this year. When I started out this year in burnout, this is when this came into play. Make a mission statement for your soul. It's like, what I'm doing a bunch of stuff. I'm frazzling myself out. I think it's for the greater good. But how much of this stuff do I really, 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 really want to be doing? I had to stop and ask myself that question. I'm doing a bunch of stuff. I feel like I'm being productive. I don't always feel like I'm moving forward. I do feel like I'm being productive, but is this even how I want to be using my time and my energy? Is this even what I really want out of life? Is this even what I'm trying to do? Okay. And I've had to backtrack from that a couple of times. I'm a manifesting generator. I got ideas coming out of my eyeballs. Okay. Like ideas galore. Okay. You need an income generating idea? Ask me. Book a consultation. Okay. It comes natural for me. And not just ideas for me. I get it naturally for other people. Okay. Before I knew I was this intuitive, when I was a counselor in college, it's funny because I could always kind of predict what majors my students should go into. And I would talk to them a little bit and just be feeling for it. And I'd be like, yeah, you should go into poli-sci. I'm like, poli-sci? And then I start talking about it, telling them about it. They're like, yeah, I love that stuff. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Fit, okay? It's like I just had a natural knowing for alignment for people. And I thought it was just me. I didn't even take any real credit for it. It's just like in retrospect, I went back to look at it like, damn, I really was like matching people with, what they felt like was really resonant and doing it pretty simple without all these assessment tests and, all these other bullshits that they use. I won't say bullshits, it really helpful tools. But nonetheless, I say that to say that I do tend to have a gift for helping people align with right work. Okay, and right projects. People do consult with me for the purpose of building out their projects and their businesses, their brands. It comes natural to me. Okay, it's like water and breathing, and I love it. Okay, but so yeah. So if any of you are still trying to figure out what do you really, really want to do, and how can you do it, and what can it look like, that would be reason enough to book a one-on-one clarity call for sure. This mission statement for your soul. Some of y'all might need therapy for just this part. And I'm not laughing as if it's a laughing matter. I'm laughing at it because it's just ironic that when we see the words like this, like make a mission statement for your soul, you got to do a whole lot of deconditioning to get to the level of your soul to even know what you want. So many of you have been pursuing missions that are not your own, that at a soul level, you don't even really know what's yours, what desires are actually yours, and what desires were just strongly encouraged to where you've embodied them. Normalize desires that aren't yours. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to say that. So make a mission statement for your soul. What do you really, 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 really want? Yeah. Again, what would you do if you knew you would succeed? That's what the soul speaks to. Because the soul doesn't have fears. It doesn't use reason and logic to try to estimate what it actually is compatible with in this lifetime, in this universe. The soul isn't asking what it's deserving of, okay? It doesn't have all those levels of resistance to cut through. It just knows what it came here to do and wants to do it. And then our ego mind gets involved and starts trying to make sense of how and when and what and trying to run the show, that we start running the show so hard that we get disconnected from really at the core of us what we really were trying to do. They out there yapping. Okay. All right. So y'all got it? You with me? Okay. Yeah? Okay. Yeah? Okay. Like this video if you didn't get a chance. If you want to buy me a cup of coffee, I would love that. Genuinely. Details are in the show notes. CashApp, PayPal in the show notes. Buy me a cup of coffee. Appreciate you. Thank you for liking the video. You guys, I feel abundance, okay? And it's reminding me of maybe like 6-7 months ago, like before the end of the year, maybe like November, December last year. I remember I was channeling a lot of messages around like big things happening and increase, and like it was a lot of high vibe energy around like opportunity coming in and money coming out. I remember I was channeling a lot around money coming in. And I was like wondering, like, okay, I don't know where this stuff is coming from. I don't see the money, okay? I've been channeling all these abundance and da-da-da-da. And don't get me wrong, I have plenty of things to be grateful for in the last 6 months, a ton of things, okay? But the way these messages was hitting, I was just like, okay, show me the money, okay? Because I need to see the money in order to do the things that I'm trying to do. And my God, it's like I'm getting all of that kind of imagery and energy again, okay? And I don't know what's going on in your lives. I know all the pieces and puzzles of my world that are coming into play and coming seamlessly into land at the same time. It's like such a beautiful, what feels like a crescendo of sorts of having worked so hard on so many different projects and so many different ambitions and still not feeling like I'm getting things done or getting things done as quickly as I would prefer. It's like I'm feeling this energy of abundance for all of us, of things coming together for you. I feel the energy, this lock-in energy again is like default success. So start doing the things with confidence, okay? For some of you, it really is like not just like it's not just a lifestyle shift. It really is it's an identity shift, okay? As an example, when I came here to Costa Rica, of course, I know the climate, I know the culture, I know the community here. And so the way people dress And, you know, the way fashion is interpreted here is very different than how fashion is interpreted back in the States, right? I'm not saying that people aren't into fashion here, but it's way less of a priority in the area where I live, okay? And so, why are they telling me the story? I lost it. I don't know why they're telling me the story, but it's something about how I had to shift. Oh, that's right. Okay. So it's not, okay, we're talking about the difference between an identity shift and a lifestyle shift. So, you know, my lifestyle has, of course, shifted. And so, therefore, my wardrobe has changed, but my identity has not changed. Okay. My identity still loves high fashion. You know, I still like to do all the things. Okay. There's like a nuance to this they want me to communicate. Hang on one second. It's like, you know, I could come here and be someone who just dresses different. Okay. But if I were really to stay here permanently and not go back anywhere, I would have to shift my identity to be someone who now really doesn't prioritize that stuff at all. Okay. It's like they're showing this nuance between you can be somewhere and not embody the difference in your identity, but this is about really making a difference in the identity, like really shifting your sense of self to align with what you say you want, not just doing the things. I don't know how to get to that any better than what I'm saying. Yeah. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Hi, Christine. Um, Yeah, they're saying like for some of us, we need a whole reinvention. It's not just a lifestyle change, it's a whole reinvention. Okay. It's like locking in on embodying, like showing up physically, even how you wear your hair, how you dress. You know, it's really embodying all of who you are in this season. Eh, I feel like I'm saying the same things over again. That's how it's coming through. I've experienced some change in how I dress too. Sometimes I feel like I don't know and I'm needing, what's this card? And the card is change. Okay, so hold on. I've experienced some change in how I dress too. Sometimes I feel like I don't know and I'm needing to tune into myself that is becoming the new version, like a clean slate. Yeah, and that's a good thing, honey. That's a great thing, honestly. A really great thing. A really, really great thing. That tune in to feel for it part. Oh my God. That's the best part, honestly. Okay. It's like, it's almost like free play. Like when it comes time to reinvent yourself, it's like it is clean slate. Like you get to determine what goes on the page now, like starting brand new. Like, damn, who everybody told you you were, who do you want to be? Like that is a wonderful, beautiful place to be. And then it can also be terrifyingly scary. Okay. Because it's like, ooh, what if that's not who I'm supposed to be? You know, as if that's a thing, right? Is it what you want to do? That's who you're supposed to be, you know? Whew. It can be really intimidating, okay, to have to decide, especially if you have an open identity center, if you know your human design, that diamond that's right in the chest part there, if that thing is open or undefined, yeah, you may have a hard time determining how you want to really show up in life. Someone with an open identity center, that means that they are conditioned by the world around them to determine who and how they should show up. Okay, they're looking outside of themselves for guidance and direction around what is best for them. All right. And so it might be a little bit overwhelming and confusing because it's like, oh, I could show up this way or that way or that way or that way or that way. I don't really know, you know? And you do have to feel for it. Like which one feels best? Which one feels most casual, most natural, most relaxed, okay? Most harmonious, okay? So it's a lot of that, okay? So, I've got 3 cards here, and I do feel like I'm supposed to read them somewhat at the same time. I'll go one at a time, and then I think there's a collective with all 3. We'll see how that plays out. But the first card says friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So this is kind of funny, but this feels appropriate. Okay. Um, if there's somebody that you look up to, somebody that you've been wanting to maybe befriend or get to know a little bit better, or someone you would like for them to get to know you better. It's like if there's somebody in your life that you want to build rapport with, buy them some flowers. Okay. I know it's buy them some flowers. Y'all know the rules around flowers, right? Roses mean love. If you want red roses, speak to love. White is what? Innocence and purity. Yellow is friendship and something. It's like, carnations mean something. Flowers be representing different things. And you don't have to get that deep with it. It might just be plucking a flower out of the neighborhood on your way to the kickback with the homies, and you just bring a flower, But there's something about needing to not just build friendship, like lock in on building rapport and relationship with people that can help you with your processes. But it feels like it's about extending, we might call it an olive branch, but we usually say that when there's some discord. But it just it feels like a friendship offering, bringing a plant or bringing some flowers or some seeds, or, it just feels like a token of love gift. Okay. Because it feels like friendships are going to be really critical to this next season of your life and of your ambition. Okay. And for each of this is in different ways. Okay. So it's like some of your friends may not be able to connect with you on the level of your ambition, meaning you want big things out of life and they not even talking about none of the shit that you be on. Okay. So just keep it simple. They don't be talking about none of the shit that you be on, but they're your friends. So it's like, it's okay that they can't meet you where you are and like you're war rooming and all those things. But it's like, giving them a flower just as a thank you for being encouraging, for loving you, for supporting you in the ways that they can. Okay. It feels like really nurturing friendship during this season. And in particular through some kind of, that's good, Crystal. I'm glad it resonates so deeply. It's like, in particular, it's like really using some kind of plant or flower or seeds or something like that to kind of build that bridge of rapport. Okay. I'm also seeing for some of you, it might be something like coffee beans or coffee. Okay. Not just a cup of coffee. Okay. Okay. It could be a cup of coffee also, but they're showing me coffee beans and maybe coffee as a gift. Okay. Like ground coffee as a gift. Okay. But it's a lot of energy around bridging relationship, building rapport. Okay. Nurturing friendship. The season of lock-in is not just about mindset shifting and like conscious choices around like strategizing what you want, but it also is about building community to support what you want. Okay. For some of you, it's like needing friends to look after your kids or watch your house or your dog or feed your goldfish while you go do whatever it is that you got to do. Okay. It's like you need communal support. That's what it is. It's about communal support and really nurturing those relationships. But I'm getting real specifics around like plants, flowers, seeds. Okay. Yeah. And it's like, pay attention to the people that you really don't know that well, not just people you know really well. It's like, pay attention to people that maybe you just met recently or that you may have had some exchanges, but not too many. You've had enough to know that you're interested to maybe connect with them further. It's like, now's the time to follow up on those kind of connections, okay? Yeah, it's like meeting up for a cup of coffee. Okay. To chit chat and chow. Okay. Chit chat and chow. All right, whatever. All right, so that's the friendship card. The next card, remember I told you I got 3 cards out. I'm going to read them individually and then as a collective. Thank you for liking the video, you guys. Appreciate you. Okay, so this card change came out as Christine was talking about change. Change says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Okay. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Okay. Whew. Okay. Now they want me to qualify movement. Okay. So this is not, there's a nuance to this. It's like there's a need for manifesting and there's a need for doing. Okay. There's a need for like creating vision and sitting in your imagination of what's possible, da 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 da. And there's also a need to do something, to execute, right? You can't just sit and think about it and make it happen. You physically are going to end up doing something, okay? And that's not about forcing a plan and forcing a timeline and all those kinds of things. Even in manifestation, of course, we physically have to do something. It's just the timing by which we do it. Manifestation is happening as a feeling as opposed to a forced timeline, okay, or a forced sequence of steps. Whew. Okay, so it's like they want to discern or distinguish the difference between manifesting something and doing something. When I'm doing it, I have a conscious plan and an intentional strategy, and I'm forcing my will to execute. Manifestation means I'm starting with the vision, I'm clear about the vision, and then I let it go and let the vision be what it's going to become. Okay, let it go. There's a surrender to it. I'm not forcing it. I'm not trying to make it happen. It's that I trust that it will happen, and whatever I need to do in alignment with it, I trust that that will happen too. Okay, there's a lot of, oh, look, the last card here is imagination. So we'll see where all this goes. So the change card says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So it's like yes and no. Okay. When you are manifesting something, okay, you can create change just in your visualization, in your imagination when you are manifesting something. That is what manifestation is at its heart, is a vision that you don't try to control. Okay. So when they say, I understand nothing can grow or evolve without movement, yes and no. This would be the no. Because when you're manifesting, you could be sitting on your couch, driving in your car. You can be doing anything under the sun. Nobody knows what you're focused on inside yourself. Nobody knows where your attention lies inside of you, okay? There doesn't have to be any movement or anything external happening for the outside world to observe in order for you to be in your manifestation mode, okay? So when they say nothing can grow or change without movement, that's no, okay? And that mindset matters. And plenty of things grow and change without any physical movement outside. Okay. You know, my witches in the building know what I'm talking about. You can put a hex on somebody in your brain. Okay. And you ain't got to be a witch to say that. You can cast a negative spell over somebody, wishing something bad over them, and you can't make that happen. Okay. Energetically so. Don't ask me how I know none of them things. I don't play in dark magic. So it's like yes and no. You can't create change without doing anything physical in your environment, okay? Whew. But in order to create change in your physical environment, okay, something's gonna have to grow or evolve, okay? You're gonna have to do something, move something, do something, okay? You're going to have to, they're showing me like outside the comfort zone, okay? If nothing else, you're going to have to step outside there, okay? Whew, okay? If you want to create the outcomes that you really want, you're going to have to step outside of here, okay? So this energy of locking in, I don't know where they're going with this part, but I'm hearing that the lock-in is the fertile ground that creates the change. Okay, the lock-in is the fertile ground that creates the change. Okay, it's the fertile ground that creates the change. So it may not be anything happening out here yet. It's happening on the inside. Plenty of things can be changing on your inside that nobody knows. Okay, whew, that mindset matters. Everything can be changing on the inside. Nobody knows until you start showing up on the outside. Okay. So it's showing me like both sides of this equation, like this inner shift that happens. There's a change that happens that nobody knows that's going on inside of you. There is growth and progress happening inside of you that nobody else can see. And then when you actually start doing the things, of course, we know that that is really where the rubber hits the road, where you're able to bring forth the things of your desires because you're actually putting forth energy toward it. So I know I'm not, I don't feel like I'm doing a good job of really breaking this down, but I'm gonna just let it be what it is and keep it pushing. Thank you. So the last card says imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Okay. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. And I just feel like this is where I want to bring all three of these cards in. I don't know what this message is telling me. I'm going to feel for a little bit more. Friendship, change, and imagination. Okay. Okay. So it's given the vibes of, as I was talking about building community earlier, and they were giving me this notion about giving plants, flowers, etc. I feel like I want to say like that's necessary because your friendship circles need to grow. Okay. It's like, and it doesn't need to grow because you don't have friends. It's like it needs to continue to grow. It just needs to continue to expand. I feel the energy of needing to continue to meet new and different people for all of us. It's like you may have your core group of homies you've had forever, so you feeling like you're on no new friends type of time. But it's like if you have purpose, if you have goals, ambitions, and dreams, you need people. You need people to help you, okay? And so there's a need to not just, make friends with anybody, but to be strategic in your friendships. People who feel aligned, people who share your mission, people who share your same common interest and goals, okay? It's like people who can go outside the box and talk about the weird things that you be talking about, and they right in stride with you. This is an energy of really needing to expand your community into more aligned, like-minded souls, okay? So it's like, you might hear different one time and like-minded the other, okay? You can be different and like-minded, okay? You can be very different and still find common ground in your value system and your ethics, okay? Your morals, okay? So it's a lot of energy around really identifying more places to seek friendship. I'm hearing places, okay? Whether that's going on retreats or joining new workout classes or some other kind of social community or going out. I don't know what that looks like, but it's like really aligning yourself in places and spaces where there's more like minds for you to connect with. More people that are on the same type of time that you're on, or on the type of time you're trying to be on. Okay. Maybe you haven't grown to the place in your own spiritual, social, emotional development that you really want to be in life. Maybe you're not there yet, but you start spending time in circles and community of people that are. Okay. Higher vibrational beings, talking about conscious things, talking about things that matter to you, talking about things you want to do. Okay. Things of purpose and social impact, and community building, okay? A lot of energy around that, okay? So we've got friendship, change, and imagination. And I want you to really think big on this, okay? It's like, I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, pen pals was a thing. You go to school and they done found some little kid orphanage or something in a whole other part of the world, and everybody's writing letters back and forth, right? Oh my God. I'm telling you, life is so wild. I just be forgetting stuff. I remember I had a pen pal for a second there. I don't remember where they live though. I just remember writing letters and actually putting postage and like filling out the envelope and the whole deal. But why did I bring that up? I don't know. I don't know. It's just giving growth in friendships. Okay. It's giving intentional community. What it's given is like not, and they're giving me the language of wasting time, not wasting your time on people that are not on the same time frame as you, on the same timeline as you. Not wasting time on people that you're not aligned with. That's a tough way to say that, wasting time. I mean, I kind of relate to this as, as I've grown spiritually, I've evolved out of some long-term relationships, and some of that makes me sad. And then other parts of it is like, as that card said something about, what did it say about friendship? Something about it for a reason. People come into your life for a reason. As we used to say, a reason, a season, a lifetime. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. That part. Yeah. And then there's this overwhelming sense of, I got shit to do. It's like, I feel like my whole life is dedicated around service unto others, creating impact and legacy before it's all said and done for me. And they're just not on that type of time. And that is okay. It doesn't make them bad people. We just have different focus. I'm locked in on this. And if no one else is locked in on this, we probably won't see each other because I'm focused on this. It's given that. It's like it's building community with folks that get it. Okay, whatever your priorities are, your priority might be living a life of leisure and not letting nothing stress you. Okay, but you got that one friend who always is stressed out and always just wants to be up and angst and worry and fear about X, Y, or Z thing of the day. And it's just like, man, we are focused on two different things. My life has the same challenges, but I'm not living in fear. I'm living in joy and in fulfillment. I'm happy. Okay, so we just don't have those things in common. Lock in, okay? Because I'm locked in here. It's given that. Oh, Lord. All right, do I have one more day? One last card, and then we out of here. I have a long day of talking. Oh my God. I have to really manage my voice. I have a long day of talking today. I'm grateful. I am grateful. Y'all like the video? Y'all still with me? All right. Last card. So I feel like this last card is about to be about support, okay? Not about just people supporting you, but you supporting others. It's like paying attention to what causes, man, this, I'm telling you, the way God be having me channel shit that be going on in my life. It'd be so many times that I'm talking to y'all and I'm channeling. And I truly am channeling. It's not my conscious mind determining what I'm going to think about or say. I'm literally just feeling for it and letting it flow. And then when I hear it, it's a bunch of shit that I'll be thinking about or I've talked about in private that I'm not really comfortable or not really interested to bring public. It just be flowing out in these channeled messages. And then I hear it. I'm like, fuck, I betrayed myself. But no, I don't betray myself. I'm just being obedient because when I channel, there's no restriction. My ego mind doesn't block it. Versus when I'm just living my conscious everyday life, my ego says, no, don't do that because you don't want to be dealing with da 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 da. Okay. But at a soul level, my soul is like, no, say this. Tell the people. But yeah, it's this energy of like supporting others, okay? And I have some things going on that I want to share more publicly with you all as well. But it's we're entering a whole new paradigm. Okay. And I'm not just saying that because that sounds like the woo thing to say. People say that all the time. But for real, and when I say a whole new paradigm, like as a society, we are developing new and different priorities in real time. Okay. In real time. I'll tell you as an entrepreneur, my value system is changing significantly in real time. Yes, I like to make money. I do. I like to make a lot of money. And in this business, you stand to make a lot of money at times. Okay. And like any business, it can be feast or famine. Okay. And the feast be good. However, comma, as somebody who works in a helping profession, I serve people who are in need, ethically and morally in this time, day, and age. It doesn't feel good to me to charge for every single thing that I do. My time and my energy absolutely is valuable and deserves to be monetized. However, I'm finding more places and spaces, this one being one of them as an example, where I need to just show up and deliver because people need support. I just got to show up and support people. It doesn't even align ethically and morally for me not to support people when I know I have tips, tools, strategies, ways of being, and knowledge to really help change people's lives. As we're sitting here on the eve of all the craziness in the world, and I'm just sitting here with all this knowledge, not sharing it. Like that doesn't sit right with me. So in this new paradigm, we are going to see more of this collective consciousness arising in all of us, where it's not just people like me taking time to stop what I'm doing and disconnect from my life to pour into a nondescript number of people who may or may not be listening, integrating. I don't know. I just have to show up and do the work. Okay, and support in whatever way makes sense to me. And it's an energy of that for all of us to really, it's not just about volunteering. Technically, this is volunteerism, but I would never call it that because it doesn't feel like that. It feels like support. It feels like help. Okay. And I know that's what volunteerism is, but sometimes people volunteer for reasons that are outside of the realm of supporting others. Okay. Volunteer is an identity that is very nobly respected, okay, highly regarded. It's not necessarily speaking to one's intention, it's speaking to one's action, okay? Whew. And so for me, my action and intention really is to support people. And so, even when I'm down, I was telling somebody yesterday, like I'm brokered in a joke right now because it's in a famine stage, but I'm putting out free offers. I got room to breathe, by the way, room to breathe this Sunday. Because I want to build community with helpers and healers who are burnt out and who are feeling the weight of the world and don't really have a safe space to go and just be a human and take an exhale from all this shit that they're having to manage from themselves and others. That's what shit I'm doing right now. Okay. Because my heart is to support people. And maybe they do have the resources to invest, but I don't want that to be the reason why they don't show up. Because this is a baseline of information I feel like they need to have. And all it is self-care strategy, grounding techniques. Okay. And creating space for them to talk and to relate and to say, me too. And it's going to be all right. We going to do this. We got this. It's really well-intentioned for all of those reasons, okay? So I feel like a lot of this message also is about those of you who feel convicted by this to lock in on how you want to serve others, okay? And I'm not just talking about what you do for pay or for money, okay? It can include that, but it's like really getting to the heart of your mission, okay? Not what you're monetizing, but your mission. What is it that you are trying to do for the people? What is the legacy, the impact? What are you trying to leave behind? Okay. That's when we start talking about identity again. What do you want to leave behind? Okay. Let that guide how you show up in support. All right. Okay, I said last card. This is it. Oh, shit. There it is. Okay. Yeah. Love is the reason. Hi, Jennifer. Card says, okay, here we go. Why do we keep getting the same messages? Each person in your life is there for a reason. And that reason always has something to do with love. Like me, the universe. I love it. Each person is in your life. Each person in your life is there for a reason. Love is the reason. So I told you a lot of this is rooted in relationship, locking in, okay. Whew. Yes, it is about mindset strategy and lifestyle hacks, lifestyle hacking and all the things, focusing your attention, goal ambition, it's all of the things, okay? But you cannot accomplish all of the things without relationship, okay? And even like making the declaration to say that you're going to commit and do a thing, whatever the thing is, requires relationship. Even if you say, I'm going to lock in on my diet and on my health, I'm going to tighten up and I'm going to do this, that, and the other to make it all better for me, you still going to need some support. Because you're not going to do it in isolation. Even if you're doing it by yourself, you're going to post it on social media, or you're going to tell somebody about it, or you're going to show a picture to somebody. You're going to want somebody to help validate your good efforts. Okay? Whew. Even if your lock-in is around a goal that's a business and you want to make money, you need customers. Okay? And we know what it looks like to have a shisty, business owner or landlord or somebody who's just in it for the money and don't really care about people. We know the difference in those kind of connections. Okay. So relationships matter when it comes to manifesting at this next level. When we talk about locking in, relationships have to be a part of the ecosystem. Building new friendships, building new partnerships, okay. Whew. Restoring friendships, restoring partnerships. Okay. It's like relationships are necessary to get all of us where we want to be, wherever that is. We need other people. Okay. So this card says love is the reason. It's giving me the vibe of people that maybe you've cut off, or people you're ignoring. Maybe you didn't, quote, cut them off, but you're just not giving them your attention or your energy. Okay. It doesn't mean that you need to circle back and be involved in community or to build with someone you're not truly interested in building with. But I feel the energy of someone that is in your life that is not getting your attention. Okay. And I want to say that, in fact, they're getting negative attention. Okay. So it's like they may not be getting phone calls from you and all those kinds of things, but they're getting, when you talk about them to somebody else, you're not saying the most favorable things about them. Okay. Maybe this is someone that hurt your feelings or betrayed you or something like that. But it's just giving the vibe of like, even love your haters. Okay. It's like, even spread love to people who don't outwardly support you, or people who you think are secretly wanting to undermine you. This is a season of love. When they say lock in, it's like holistic. It's not, be a good person over there, but then hate those fuckers over there. That's not how this works. Like, lock in is a whole identity shift toward love and light, literally. Okay. Love and light. That's what it say. Look, with love. And the reason always has to do something with love. Love is the reason. Yeah. Whew. it's given like we all about to become saints, you know, like we're all about to shift into this higher vibration. I know some of you are like, no, I don't know how that's gonna happen for me, because when I be holding a grudge, I hold a grudge, and when I don't fuck with nobody, I don't fuck with them, and that's what it is. But it's given like this is a season for collective elevation, and we are all growing into love and light. And you know, unfortunately, we see this most often when things like when tragedies strike, right? People start banding together. People that probably wouldn't even look at each other, or talk to each other, or do any of the things. Some shit pop off. Now we all on the same team. It's given that. It's given like this collective consciousness. It's like we don't have time to be mad at nobody. Okay, we don't have time to hate even the haters. Okay, it's like the light has to outcast the dark, so we gotta spread more love and light. That's what I'm getting from this. Whew. When we say lock in, it's not about locking out other people. It may be reprioritizing, but it's not no othering. There's no othering energy in this. Okay. It's like lock in is available to everybody. Anybody else want to lock in on what I'm locked in? Let's go. Okay. And if you're not, that's fine. But we over here, we're doing this. Okay. So it's a real open heart kind of energy is what I'm picking up. It's very loving. Talking about haters. It's very loving. It is though. It's very accepting. You know, like it's very accepting. And I want to keep qualifying it, because it's like you don't have to spend time with nobody you don't like. Okay, you don't have to trust people that don't feel trustworthy. You don't have to compromise in any way that doesn't feel aligned. But in those ways that do feel aligned, if you find that you have people in your ecosystem that you have put at a distance, or are not engaged or judged or whatever it is, it's like it's not about bringing them back into your fold, but it is about sending them love and light. Okay, and maybe you don't quote hate them, but it is about sending them love and light. Okay, like locking in on who you want to be in this next season is the goal here, not just what you want to do and accomplish. Okay, lock the fuck in on who you want to be. Ashe. Regardless of whether or not people are meriting your goodwill and your positive attention and your love and affection or generosity, they may not, quote, deserve it, okay? But it's like locking in on who you want to be. Okay. All right. I'm done. I love y'all. This was fun. Yeah, today's Wednesday. I'll be back tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern. This live intuitive channel message with me, Allah-mi Basheer. Yet again, I'll be back tomorrow and Friday. And then my Vicky Lee's coming. And then, yeah, it's good. It's a good time. I am really enjoying doing the morning message. I do feel the shift, and I'll keep you guys aware of the shift as it happens. But for the meanwhile, I really encourage you all to listen to some of the previous recordings. I do one a day, of course, but if you skip a day, or if I miss a day, or if it's just a day when you want some more encouragement, I encourage you to listen to some of the other episodes. Thanks for tuning in, Jen. I appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you're not on the mailing list at begreateveryday.com, I invite you to do so, because we're about to get shit pumping. Okay. This lock-in energy is really wild though, because I've been so blessed in the last week. I've had some really extraordinary meetings this week. And it's just a lot of cool collabs in the queue. I'm super excited about that, because you guys are gonna benefit from it all. And I love that. We're all gonna benefit. I get to benefit from being able to cast the vision and see it come to life and to see it serve. And obviously you guys stand to benefit from the outcomes that you get in your life. So With that said, folks periodically send me testimonials in all myriad kinds of ways, whether it's a text or a DM or an email. And I welcome you all. If I've ever worked with you, if Victoria's ever worked with you in any kind of capacity that's made a meaningful impact in your life, I would love for you guys to share that with me. To those of you who've already shared, thank you so much. It can be a written testimonial or a video. Video is always better because people like to see the people that have worked with us. And yeah, I just would love for any of you who that resonates with to share what these morning messages or our human design readings, intuitive readings, our coaching, our programs, what any of these things have ever done to impact your life in a positive way. Please do let us know. We love, 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 love getting those kind of alerts and messages. So, all right, I'm out. Go to begreateveryday.com. I love y'all so much. All right, keep on. Have a great day, no matter what.